I want you please come down and listen to me for a second. Stay where you are, it's okay. I'm security advisor. I want to tell you that I get in touch with the political department and they're here to talk to you. They will be appearing here within 10 to 15 minutes. In the meantime, I ask you to stay calm. Your request will be adhered to. I'm security officer. You want me to talk about politics? Come on. That's the end of my message. Thank you.
1 minute, sir.
Okay, the security advisor to UN has just advised the team to back off.
This is the vehicle entry to the compound. This is the chief of security here. So we just want to ask you to remain calm. He provided the information already. Please, if you can just open up a little bit, go back a bit, because this is the vehicle entry to both ECOWAS and the United Nations office, please. So we ask that you please cooperate and please just open and clear the vehicle entry. Thank you.
So they are telling the team here to give corridor for vehicles to have access. Well, folks, welcome back. Welcome back. We took a break to get some equipment prepared, and we are back. So welcome. Currently, the leadership of Unity Party is meeting with the ECOWAS representatives, and after the ECOWAS meeting, they will meet with the UN and also present their petition to the UN, and then walk out, maybe to speak to the press, or move back to their headquarters. So if you're just joining us, we want to welcome you. This is Spoon TV. We want to welcome all of you. We're here to give you live coverage of what you deserve. We're here to give you what you deserve. Since this morning, we've been here giving you live coverage. We visited the United States Embassy, and now we are before the UN and ECOWAS headquarters here in Sincor, 1st Street. So we want to welcome all of you. We visited the European Union mission in Liberia headquarters. So we stay here to give you more live coverage of what's happening. Again, here you have Joseph Soko Kwana Jr., Haji Masale. Together, we're bringing you live coverage of what's happening here before the before the United Nations headquarters, United Nations and ECOWAS headquarters. There we are, bringing you live coverage of what's happening. So we want to welcome all of you, and at the end of the day, we also hope to talk to the chairman of the Unity Party as it relates to what's happening, and to give us their plan up, their outline as it relates to their next approach. Remember, the Supreme Court may likely take 7 days or less to come down with the verdict if the Unity Party files its appeal before the Supreme Court. They will be there to give you more of what will come out, and at the end of the day, And at the end of the day, the Supreme Court will be the one to finalize this case. So the leadership has stepped out. What's the latest update? What's the update?
Yes, we submitted the petition to ECOWAS ambassador, and she received it with gladness, and she thanked our approach, and also show us to listen to our complaint. Though institutions in Liberia are independent and they cannot directly interfere with them, but she will be bringing it to the diplomatic corps so they can see and hear what actually is in our petition. The process of petitioning is for information's sake, not even for advisement. This is why we are around dropping the petition.
So after UN, where we will be?
After UN, we're going back to our party headquarters, and we call it a day. We strongly believe that our objectives have been met.
All right, thank you. Representative Hensi Kiazulu, Maserado County District number 17. And next on the agenda is UN. They are awaiting the political office of the United Nations Head Office here in Liberia to come out and receive the petition from the Unity Party. So, welcome, Honorable Ben Fofana of Margibi County. This has been a day-long event. Tell us, what is it special that you want to achieve? I mean, Unity Party wants to achieve from this march.
Well, what unfolding today, as you can witness, is part of the democratic process. We are not in isolation of the global world, though the issue about has to do with politics in Liberia, but our politics here have linkages with the global world as well. We are visiting these international missions in Liberia to acquaint them with what unfolding in our political arena, and it's very befitting that we do that.
You've now exhausted the court process. You took an appeal from the National Elections Commission and to go to the court, the Supreme Court. You've now exhausted that process, but you here distributing petitions on missions, diplomatic missions.
I'm quite aware that you live in Africa, or in particular in Liberia. When you are at war, I mean, you fight with everything. We are pursuing our case from different fronts, or several fronts. We are in the court, we are in the diplomatic forum, and also we also have a lot of political actions that are also reserved. You know, of course, yes.
To include what?
Huh?
To include what?
To include what?
Yeah.
Well, I cannot unfold that to you now, but I mean, as a political party, you know, I mean, so every aspect of will be considered.
All right, we hope to talk to you again.
Thank you very much.
All right, folks, we stay here waiting the United Nations representative to come out and receive the Unity Party petition. Successfully, they have delivered all their petitions throughout to diplomatic missions in Liberia, to include the United States Embassy near Monrovia, the United States Embassy near Monrovia, the European Union mission in Liberia, the ECOWAS head office here, and now we are awaiting the United Nations to come out, their representative to come out and receive the petition that Unity Party has. So let's talk to Representative CB Bashir. Welcome to Spoon TV. Honorable Bashir, I think you are the last lawmaker who joined the march at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Tell us, what makes this march very important to you that you had to come late?
Well, probably they didn't see me because of the pool of the crowd, and I don't blame you for that, but I've been around all through. But I have to follow some other things, especially considering that we move from one level to another level, and so we have been there. So it's so important because we are tending to restructure the democracy of this country. We're trying to replenish it, and we're trying to create an option for the government to have an understanding that the peaceful way to follow the law is a right precept to follow democratic precepts.
What is it that you stand to risk if you don't take this action? As an institution, I mean Unity Party as an institution, what is it you stand to risk if this action is not taken?
I will not be risking anything, but the proper functions of our democracy would not be existent, and our country would not be moving to the place where we should move. And of course, because children will not be in school, the democracy will be erupted, and that is why I risk most, because when people try to undermine the democracy of this country, I seek that I risk it holistically, not individually.
What is going to risk children from going to school? What do you see coming if you sit back now to take this action?
Fathers, we are parents, we are under the sun, fighting to put the democracy of this country into proper perspective. And if we sit down here today, we will not be having dinner with our children, we will not be having breakfast with our children, we will not be, of course, having prayer time with our children. Then, of course, our children will not be able to see us and have the opportunity to see daddy coming home. And because we'll all be in the street forever, we'll all be in the street until the proper democracy of this country is restored.
Okay. So thank you. We hope to talk to you again.
It's a pleasure.
So that's Representative CD Bashir, Moserado County, District number 3. You listen to him. They don't want to risk the children's education, so they have to take this action to make sure that the democracy is protected. So we are awaiting the Representative Moali, who is expected to have appeared before the Monrovia City Court has arrived here. So we will talk to him as it relates to his experience, and he's expected to also appear on Spoon Talk on Friday. And don't forget to follow Spoon Talk tonight. It's also going to be very, very interesting tonight. So don't forget to be a part of it. Moali, who was subpoenaed to appear before the Monrovia City Court. So let's gradually move to Moali and see whether he appeared. We will talk to him. You know, he has not been a part of this. So this is the most important part of the law. At times you have to take the law ahead of several things. More party coming up, more should have been here, but more how to respect the law by moving in and then allow his team members to come out here and perform this. So 7 lawmakers made it here. 7 lawmakers within the Unity Party made it here. Let me read out the names of the 16 lawmakers within the Unity Party caucus. 16 lawmakers within the Unity Party caucus, and they're gonna also continue with this. And out of these 16, seven made it here. So let me read out those who are currently forming part of this march. Let me read out the names of those who are currently forming part of this march. But first, let's read out the names of the 16 Unity Party legislative caucus members. Let's read out the names. I have their names listed here. One on the list, you have Baron Zawe of River G, that is Riverside County, District number 2. Representative Richie Kuhn, who is also present here, of Maserati County, District number 11. Representative Henson Kezulu, Maserati County, District number 17. He's present. Representative CD Bashel, Maserati County, District 3. He's present here. Representative Francis S. Yumali, Lofa County, District number 1. He's present. Representative Clarence Masakwe, Lofa County, District number 4. He's present here. Representative Ben Fofana, we spoke with him, Maserati, that is Magibi, District number 4. He's present. Francis Dupo, River G, he's not. Senator Prince Moi, Bon County, he's present here. We spoke with him. Senator Kuminin B. Wissa, River G County, he's not present. Representative Roger S. Doma, representative, that is Nimba County, District number 7, he's not present. Mary Kawa, Grand Bassa, District number 2, she's not present. Bob Sharif, Kipman, District number 2, he's not present. Robert Wombe, Bon County, he's not present. Johnson Guaculo, District number 9, Nimba, he's not present. And P. Mark Jure, Maryland County, District number 1. So those are the 16 lawmakers within the Unity Party Legislative Caucus. And out of the 16, 7 stood by to parade the principal streets of the oldest independent nation in Africa, capital. They stood by their partisans to parade, and here we are. So nine of the 16, some excuses that they give include they are on legislative break in their counties and their respective districts, providing some legislative oversight. And after that, they will return on the 15th. Lawmakers will return on Capitol Hill. So seven lawmakers within the Unity Party Legislative Caucus were successful in making it here. So I think consultations are now ongoing to allow Unity Party to present their petition. Mo Ali is now active in the front. They are calling lawmakers. Prince Moi, with a beautiful apple there, he's moving in to join the chairman. So they still calling another representative in order to form part of the team. Representative Clarence Masakwe has also joined them. So the leadership and the legislative caucus, they are now having a conversation in order to allow them enter or to present their petition right here. So 7. So let's wait. What's going to be the outcome of the negotiation? So we are awaiting the negotiation. What's going to come out here? What's going to come out here at the end of the day? And I see.
So we can't ahead, so we got to wait for that time. So 1:30.
Okay. They were told that they should be here by 1:30, and they had to wait for the time. So it's 1:28. They are now being directed in. We wish them success, and we also hope to talk to them when they come back. They are headed by the chairman. They are headed by the chairman, Mo Ali. That is Amimoda, I'm sorry. And Mo Ali is now in the front. Chairman Brown moving in to join them. And we really hope that Unity Party will host a press conference right after this to give up more of all of the meetings they've been attending. because we have not been, because we have not been there. So we stay here, and Unity Party delegation is now going in. Nearly all of the lawmakers going in. Next, we're going to await them after the delivery. They will come out to tell us exactly what was discussed, but we cannot give you any duty of what have been discussed in all of the meetings.
They're going to go back to the 6 point, yeah? Go for ballot till one side, and then the 2 entrances be free.
So we are still awaiting. We are still awaiting the outcome. We have never been part of. We have never been part of any of the meetings from the U.S. Embassy to the UN headquarters here. So we hope they will host a news conference right after here to explain to us more of what were discussed. Okay? It is. What's your story? What's your problem?
My story is this. Tell your CEO we like the show, but when they talk, let us be calling. Let us talk a call and sell ourselves to them. Okay. Because the CEO is a buyer.
Okay.
He's a buyer. Usually you're a buyer. You drink good. We don't spoon. He's a buyer.
Okay. So you want to be calling on the show?
I want to be calling.
Okay.
They
will look into your. They will look into your
call. After looking, they'll be calling. Yes.
All right.
They'll be calling.
All right.
You can want to say one there. Say one. I'm going to say the money go man. Computer. Call your name.
All right. Thank you. We will take your message. So if it just if it just joining us, so if you want to join us, we want to welcome you. We want to welcome all of you. We want to welcome all of you. We want to welcome all of you, and we stay here. We want to welcome all of you. If you're just joining us, this is Spoon Talk, and I mean that's Spoon Talk followers. They are giving their observations. So it's part of it. It's part of the democracy. Everyone will express whatever they believe is not okay. So yes, we stay here, and then we move it in. We are told the team will now use this side. So we move it in to the side. We are told the guys will move in after the presentation the side they're going to use. So Unity Party supporters are staying to make sure that security is provided and the traffic is directed perfectly and no one is blocked from their movement. So at the end of the day, we're going to await the lawmakers. Okay, welcome back. We are very sorry for that disruption. That was due to the internet. Welcome, James Gude Flomo and Haji Masale. We are present here at the United Nations headquarters in Monrovia. There we are, bringing you live coverage. Everyone is standing here just waiting their leaders, and I'm told after here they will move back to their party headquarters where everyone will separate to go home. So nothing major is going on now. Everyone awaiting the leaders who made their way in. And don't also forget to join Spoon Talk tonight at 8 p.m. where the CEO and his team will be to give you more analysis as it relates to what's happening. So welcome so much if you just joining us. This is Spoon. We welcome all of you. If you just joining us tonight, our team will give you more analysis of what's happening. I'm sorry for the languages that will come from the back. We are in a crowd. We cannot control some of the words that will come out. So we want to welcome all of you if you're just joining us. This is Spoon TV. We are still before the United Nations. We are still before the United Nations here office, where leaders within the Unity Party are currently meeting with UN. They are currently meeting with they are currently meeting with UN, and after they will come and give us more update of what's going to be discussed in there. So it's been a very peaceful march since today. It's been a very peaceful march since today, and I hope this is how other march or protests will be in the coming weeks, months, or years. That folks will come out. That folks will come out. That folks will come out and march or protest in a very peaceful way like this. And we also hope to talk to the team relating to the outcome of this delivery. So welcome. This is as a result of a case that was filed before the Elections Commission by Musa Hassan Berete and the ANC of the CPP after the UP and after the UP and the ALP walk away from the CPP. They took a complaint. They took a complaint to the Elections Commission, to the Elections Commission relating to what happened or how they left for them to interpret, and that case went through, UP and ALP did not win that case. So UP filed an appeal before the Supreme Court. So the case is still before the Supreme Court. So the Supreme Court now will come out with the interpretation of the constitutionality surrounding the entire matter. So we're going to also give you a broadcast, or we're going to bring you updates surrounding the Supreme Court's hearing from the start to the end. And the biggest language here from the CPP, from the UP members here is no UP, no election in Lofa County. So let's hope how it is going to end up. Let's hope how it is going to end up at the end of the day after the Supreme Court's interpretation. The Supreme Court is the one that will, at the end of the day, tell we will have a UP candidate in Lofa County or not. The Supreme Court will give the verdict in the coming days. In the coming days, the Supreme Court will hear, they will go through court records and come down with a landmark ruling that will go down in history for many, many, many years to come. And the result from this case, whether the UP win, if the UP wins this case, it is going to be a landmark ruling, and generations to come will reference the UP winning record. Or if the CPP wins, it will also go down in history for many, many years, and generations to come after us will reference it, that yes, this happened in 2022, and this is what the Supreme Court said. So it is going to be very important that we all pay serious attention to the ruling that is going to come out from the Supreme Court. We all got to be very careful how it is going to come out, and that ruling will also determine some of the very basic principles within our country. So at the end, we hope to talk to Chairman Amin Moda, or we also hope that UP is going to organize a press conference where they will update the nation on all of the meetings they had with diplomatic missions in Liberia or in Monrovia. We hope they're going to have a press conference where we will have the chance to ask some of the questions. So if you're just joining, this is Spoon FM, Spoon TV, and Haji Masale and I will stay here. Joseph Soko Kwana and Emmanuel will be joining us very soon. They will be joining us very soon. As it relates to this broadcast, we will give you more updates. Welcome. And many thanks to all of you who've been following to know what's happening. And you want to be updated as it relates to happenings back home. You will have to stay with us until the end. And the end will not just determine until we get the result from the Supreme Court. And the Supreme Court is the one we are going to be running off to. They will give us what they think is necessary. So this is the time that we all follow this case very closely in order to know what's going to happen at the end of the day. And Mo Ali appeared today to testify before the Monrovia City Court in a case involving the ALP and the ANC, that is Arizona Commerce and others. So we stay waiting the leadership to come out and tell us whether or not the UN received their petition. So we stay awaiting them. Spoon TV. We are currently before the United Nations headquarters here in Monrovia. There where we are stationed, awaiting the leadership of the Unity Party, to include lawmakers who formed part of the dedication to enter. Where are you? So we stay here and waiting Unity Party leadership to give us more update as it relates to their move within the headquarters of the United Nations mission in Liberia. That is the UN headquarters. So everyone out here is awaiting the leadership that is within the UN headquarters here now. As soon as the leadership comes out, this crowd will leave and move into the headquarters of the Unity Party. There where they will move, and the Unity Party will give us a breakdown or the next plan of action. So let's just bear it for the next couple of minutes. We are awaiting the team to come out, and as soon as they get out, we get the latest update from them. We will call this a day. Show you get all of the latest happenings from Liberia, things that are important, things that you need to know about. We will make sure you get all of them. So the supporters are now resting and awaiting their leaders to come out and brief them on what was discussed within. This is a very day-long event. It's after 1. 14 minutes. 14 minutes to 2 o'clock. Possibly before 2, we may leave from here. Before 2, we may leave from here, or after 2. So we stay here awaiting the Unity Party leadership. Since 9 o'clock, we arrived at the Unity Party headquarters. We may be with them maybe to 3 o'clock until we get a last word from them, and we will leave and continue tonight on Spoon Talk. So it's been a very peaceful march. Since this morning till this afternoon. It has been a very peaceful march where they have been coordinating with the police to make sure we, along with the crowd, providing free passage for vehicles and allowing UP and its supporters, along with lawmakers, to use one side of the street. So that was, we hope by 2 we will leave from here. We hope by 2 o'clock we will leave. We have been joined by Joseph Soko Kwana Jr., television director, Spoon Network. And him, Joseph and his follow us. And you're never going to miss all of the latest happenings. You're never going to miss. So we stay here.
Why you rushing going here? Why you rushing going here? Why you rushing going here?
I already. Why I get money with it?
All right, we are taking a short break to be back. As soon as we get the representatives out, we will come right back. We're taking a very short break and we will be back. Bye-bye.